But right now, Anthony Slamar, risk control transportation specialist at Northland Trucking Risk Control. Hello, Anthony.
Hey, how are you doing? Good to be here.
Yeah, good to have you back. Can you hear me okay?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, well, hey, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. One of the things that we're talking about today, very, very important topic, is the trend in nuclear verdicts. There's actually even a headline on FreightWaves right now talking about this topic and the statistics. I'm very excited to jump in on it with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, good to be here again. Nuclear verdicts, very important trend within the transportation industry, right? Kind of a growing concern in a lot of regards. What a nuclear verdict is, it's essentially when a jury awards exceed $10 million or more, right? When we look at this, when we look at the last 9 years of data, we've actually seen a 1,000% increase in verdicts related to truck crashes. So this is a hugely important topic to talk about. Knowing this information, what we want to do is we don't want to have fear, right? We want to look at this. We want to say to ourselves, how can we as an organization improve our fleet safety posture? How can we look at different driver training and coaching opportunities? How can we look at the improvement of our fleet safety program? And again, we want to be as safe as possible out there on the road.
Yeah, I like where you're going with this. You mentioned astronomical jury awards. Can you give an example of something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So every year there's a report that comes out. It's called the Top 100 Verdicts in the United States. Essentially, it covers significant awards by juries. Two examples come to mind. One of them involved an intersection accident. In this particular instance, there was a tractor trailer that broadsided an SUV. Jury awarded $70 million in that case. Another example would include a rear end collision. This time involving a nurse. Jury awarded over $40 million in that case. So these are obviously significant dollar amounts, right? Without going into all the details of the cases, it's important to understand what these are. It's important to understand that despite no matter what size company you have, if it's a small fleet, mid-sized fleet, or large fleet, these represent significant losses that the company has to encounter, right? So ultimately, we want to look at this and we want to ask ourselves, how can we make our organization better?
Yeah, well, important words there. Well, how can we? How can coaching and driver training help make a fleet better here and prevent some of all this?
Yeah, for sure. So let's use the two examples we just talked about: intersections and rear end collisions. Let's talk about intersections first. Intersections obviously represent a more higher risk out there on the road, right? People are turning left, they're turning right, they're slowing down, they're speeding up, they're stopping, they're turning in front of you. All different types of things happen in an intersection. This represents a really good training opportunity for our drivers. Throughout the year, we should be providing training in a variety of topics, and intersection safety would be an excellent opportunity to review that with drivers. Okay. Rear end collisions. A lot of rear end collisions are related to speed and space management. Okay. And also distracted driving, right? And it's good that we're talking about this, especially during this month, which is Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Okay. So speed and space management, really good things to reiterate with our drivers throughout the year. In addition to driver coaching, training, we may have some technologies that are available to us. Okay. One of those would include telematics. A lot of companies are using telematics these days. Essentially, telematics company is going to provide you with what's called a driver scorecard. All right, so this is information based on driver's behavior. It can highlight risky driving behavior that you might not want to have occur in your fleet. It's important to use this information. Okay, that's really big. Keep in mind, you're paying per truck per month for this information. So however you have it established between you and the telematics company, whether it's an email, an alert on your phone, or through the telematics website, you want to use that information and address risky driving behavior. Examples could include speeding, hard braking, hard cornering, things like that. Another technology that a lot of vehicles are equipped with is ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance Systems. These include pre-collision assist, lane keeping assist, alerts and warnings that occur inside the cab of the vehicle to alert the driver if the vehicle thinks you're going to come into contact with something or if a crash is imminent. So all these types of things we can really use to improve our overall safety posture out there on the road.
Anthony, very good. Any examples we missed there? And if not, where can people go learn more about this and get more info from your team?
Yeah, another example that comes to mind involves a award that was actually over $240 million.
Whoa.
This one involved a fatality, unfortunately. So kind of a big loss that the company had to incur. This one happened when a vehicle was at the point of delivery, backing up their vehicle. The trailer was blocking oncoming traffic. A vehicle came by, struck the trailer, and unfortunately, the motorist died. So big part of trucking, we all know this, is trip planning, route selection, right? So we always talk about what happens from point A to point B. But we also want to talk about what happens at point B, right at the point of delivery. We want to talk about how to safely position our vehicle.
Sure.
We want to talk about how to reduce risks when we're doing that, so we're not, posing additional hazards to other motorists out there on the road. And we have a lot of great resources on our website. Northland Insurance, our website is northlandins.com. That's northlandins.com. We have a ton of trucking resources, ton of safety material for people to look at. We love trucking. It's what we do at Northland Insurance. We love the trucking industry. We have a group of outstanding safety professionals that meet with our customers every week.
Right.
And fleet safety, it's what we do, and we love it.
Thank you. I believe you. Thank you so much for your insights today. Nuclear verdict's a trend that's not going away. If you want this was a shot. If you want the chaser on this, John Gallagher has a great article up. Here is just one stat. It blew me away because you mentioned that $240 million award. People go, wow, that's crazy. But look at this number. In 2022, crashes in the U.S. resulted in 494 deaths and over $5.5 billion in costs. This is not going away. Go check out his site. Go get that information. Anthony, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Take care.